women and men. My name is, I know your name's Paul Heyman. I know your name's Paulie Dangerously. Okay? So do you want to unlook me here? Well, my client, first off, Paulie Dangerously, your client is a easel. Your client apparently is upset over the wrestling fight I gave him. Well, we know how sloppy Brock Lesnar is. He comes in, has really quick matches. Might suplex someone multiple times. Then he goes to multiple mission moves. And then, I don't know. And then he has the gall to complain when I give him sloppy in return. Look, XENA, I understand where you come from. You see, there aren't no standards, Paulie Dangerously. Brock Lesnar has no standards. So don't tell me I should have standards when we all know Brock Lesnar has no standards. Whatever standards Brock Lesnar once had, he don't have them anymore. You see, that man that was the NCAA heavyweight champion, that man who, who is in Ohio Valley Wrestling and World Wrestling Entertainment. That man was in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Well, that man's not the same man that was Ultimate Fighting Championship. This man in World Wrestling Entertainment, that's just an easel. A man who's rested on his morals. A man who doesn't give a shit about anyone or anything. Hell, he doesn't really care about you. You're right, XENA. Brock Lesnar is all those things. And to tell you the truth, I actually kind of like the fact that you hit him in the head with the chakram. Well, I'm going to throw this chakram. I'm going to hit you with it for unlooking me here on YouTube. Don't want to do that. Okay, XENA. You got a bind with me? Yeah, I do. You've been bitching about how I beat you at Heatwave, right? Well, why you gotta open your mouth and bitch, Brock? We all know how we know your standards. European German suplex multiple times. Then do some show playing like you're some type of amateur wrestler that you're not anymore. Some fighter that we all know you're not anymore. And then not show up half of the time and not do any of the shit that one would inquire you to do. But, you want the belt and everything. What I want from you, XENA, I want a better wrestling fight. Brock, when you start acting right, then I'll give you a good wrestling fight. But until then, just fuck off, Brock Lesnar. But we know you're really good at fucking off. You've done that for multiple years. You see, I'll tell you right now, XENA, you don't want to unlook me. Brock, who gives a shit? You don't unlook anyone. You don't care about anyone except yourself. Hell, you don't even care about yourself either. Apparently, you're too busy and effing to work for World Wrestling Entertainment, but you have no bind going to Ultimate Fighting Championship. And at the same time, you're going to bitch about all the hits you have to earn. You won the match. I'll tell you what, XENA. I beat you every time I fought you. Yeah, Brock, because that was wrestling. Okay? If it was fighting, Brock, it would be a different story. No, XENA, I'd beat you if it was wrestling or fighting. Really, Brock? Really? Well, I hate to tell you this, Brock, but I'm pregnant. So I can't wrestle. I cannot fight. But a jackass like you wouldn't know anything about any of that shit. But don't worry, Brock, because once I'm done being pregnant, I'll back to wrestling again. I'll be back to fighting again. Not against you. Lord, you have no standards. You're going to bitch about how you won the match. Okay? Well, you do sloppy shit all the time. Oh, it's a double standard. If you did something like that, oh yeah, you're a good doer. I do it and I'm a piece of shit. And you're not going to F5 me, Brock, because I got crazy glue and super glue all this shit back on. If you want to F5 me, you better do it in the wrestling ring. You know, I'll tell you right now, XENA. One of these days, I'm going to get you again. And when I get you, I'm going to hurt you. Yeah, whatever, Brock. Here's what I'm going to tell you right now, Paulie Dangerously. Maybe you should take some of my advice. Get better charges. Okay? We all know that you're a skilled onlooker. So how about you actually, a little advice to you. Don't unlook me. And don't be bitching about how Brock Lesnar got unlooked when Brock Lesnar unlooks others. Okay, yeah, XENA, I'm dead earnest, Paul. You better take my advice. This isn't something to be laughing at. Yeah, you're right, XENA. Something not to be laughing at. Gotta go and tell Brock that. Getting unlooked by Brock Lesnar on YouTube. Brock Lesnar is upset how I wrestled him. Well, this is a man who doesn't give a shit, doesn't wrestle only half of the year. The other half of the time he's doing whatever the hell he's doing. And he claims he's this good wrestler, this good fighter. Well, really, he's not. And he's going to complain about getting hit in the head with a chakram, and he's going to be angry and mad that he got hit in the head at the chakram and won the wrestling fight. Well, according to Paulie Dangerously, Brock Lesnar really doesn't care how he wins a wrestling fight as long as he wins a wrestling fight. And all of a sudden now Brock cares. Okay, Brock, when you grow up and you start and you change the way and you undo your behavior, then maybe I'll wrestle and fight you again. But until then, I don't want to hear you bitching about how you won your wrestling fight.